Hello everyone and welcome to Big Screen Reviews. I'm Harley.
I'm James.
I'm Dwayne.
And today we're going to be reviewing
The Hitman's Bodyguard.
Is that what it was called? Yeah, that's what it was called.
Hitman's
Bodyguard, starring Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Gary Oldman and
Gary Oldman.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes. Okay. Initial thoughts?
I liked it.
I did too.
It was very action-packed. I loved the fact that Samuel L. Jackson was actually the comedic relief
Yeah.
more than Ryan Reynolds, which is odd, because anytime you see Ryan on screen, he's usually the comic relief.
Yeah, that's what you come to expect out of him.
Yeah, well, not that he wasn't funny, but he was funny. It's
but
just
Sam stole the show on that.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of reminded me of how Jeff Bridges did on R.I.P.D.
Mm.
Yeah.
Where he was more comedic than Ryan was. But
yeah, I enjoyed it too.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, real action packed. I mean, the comedy was really good, funny. You know, I like the dynamic that they both had. You know, I mean, you said it's surprising that Samuel L. Jackson was more the comic relief.
Yeah,
but it's just like they played off each other so well. It was just really surprising.
As it's like in the previews, it was like Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson need to get a room or whatever. That
Yeah.
Now we know why. I mean, it was really good. I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely a blossoming bromance.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me almost kind of Lethal Weapon. Mel Gibson and Danny Glover's characters. The way they played off each other. But it was more comedic than Lethal Weapon movies. Yeah. Those were more action-packed than anything else.
Yeah. And this one was, I think it had a nice balance.
It had a very good balance,
Yeah.
I thought, anyway.
The action, the comedy.
It did slow down a couple times. That's what I didn't like about it. But
It didn't slow down for very long.
yeah, it was like,
Yeah,
a couple minutes, and then it picked right back up.
Yeah, and it didn't take long to really get into it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the slow parts wasn't really that bad either. Still pretty funny.
It was mainly just telling the story. I mean, slow parts, but
And even some of the parts that most of the times, it'd like start out slower, it gets kind of serious, but then it would either pick back up
or
comedy or action.
Or Sam will say something so fucking hilarious that everyone in the theater was like cracking up.
That is true. Going into the plot, I mean, from the trailers, it's pretty straightforward. Samuel L. Jackson's character, yeah. I can't remember what was his name. I kind of
Kincaid.
Kincaid.
His last name was Kincaid.
Darius Kincaid.
Yeah,
Darius Kincaid.
Yeah.
Notorious, Hitman. Hundreds of kills under his belt. I think at one point in the movie he says
250 plus.
Yeah, over 250. Ryan Reynolds plays a AAA executive bodyguard service. Yeah. He runs a company like that.
Thing is, the movie starts out with 2 years prior where he loses his executive, and that's what sets into motion Ryan Reynolds' character down the path that he's at now.
It definitely puts him into it shows what it's kind of like shoehorns him as to why he is where he is, but how he's so good already.
So he was trained by the CIA and all this and that, and he realized there was no money in it, so he went into his own business, the bodyguard business.
Yeah. And
you're trying to think, aren't you?
Yeah, I just
think hard because someone's going to make you stupid one day.
Well, then, I mean, from the trailers you can tell, Ryan Reynolds is protecting Samuel L. Jackson, obviously.
Sam's character's got Kincaid. He's got to testify in front of the World Court, I do believe it was, about the crimes against European
dictator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the country that he's from, but yeah, he's committed all these war crimes.
It's similar to Russia, I do believe. It's some little country in Russia, I guess.
Near Russia.
Because they had a Russian accent and stuff like that. That's what I picked up on. And they were speaking Russian a lot, too.
But yeah, most of the people that are supposed to be testifying are getting they're disappearing. They're getting killed. So Ryan Reynolds just has to protect him and get him there.
Oh, that really gets brought in by Interpol for a transfer to get him to the world government.
Yeah. But overall, I mean, there's not like a whole... I mean, on the surface, there's not a whole lot going on, it seems, but as the movie goes on, it kind of gets deeper.
Yeah.
And it stays lighthearted, kind of, I guess, as much as you can.
Most of the movie, yeah. It stays kind of really comedic.
Yeah. But it definitely has, like, I mean, it still has some depth. It's not just, I felt anyway, all laughs and
or all
people
action,
getting shot, and car chases. I mean, it was that. It had a lot.
I kind of like that, though, the car chase with Sam Jackson, but then they had the foot race with Ryan.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that I like the plot.
I enjoyed it. I thought it had a pretty decent plot.
You know, we already said the pacing. You know, there were some spots where it bogged a little bit, but it never lasted longer than a couple minutes. It seemed right before it was just back into.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast-paced movie.
And car chases and cussing. Sam Jackson cussed so much in the movie.
That made it.
Yeah, it pretty much grabs you like right from the beginning too.
Well, the thing is, he kind of wore out the motherfucker.
Yeah. If you want to talk about casting, that was.
I like that. I mean, I'm a big Gary Oldman fan.
He's a big Gary Oldman character.
Yeah.
You can't tell all of the makeup.
Well, the thing is, I thought that was him there for a while, but I was like, there ain't no way.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I actually did a quick search and he was in it, I was like, oh shit, that is him.
Yeah.
But I mean, you couldn't really tell.
I think there was one scene where I was like I don't know if the lighting was just right or whatever, and I'm like, that's Gary Oldman right there. But yeah, his makeup and design and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is what, 60 something, almost 60 years old already.
I have no idea, but probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, I enjoyed the casting. Like everybody that was in it, I thought did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I've always been a Samuel L. Jackson too. He's one of my favorite actors.
But I mean, as I said earlier too, you know, Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson just on screen, they had good chemistry.
Really
good chemistry.
Seeing Wade Wilson and Nick Fury, I was like, that's what I was skeptical about. I thought it would be like almost like a Marvel kind of thing, but it wasn't, which I liked.
No, they can both act really well. Yeah. So I mean, they could separate those parts from the parts they're doing.
Yeah, and they definitely fill these roles well.
Yeah, they really do.
I mean, we could talk about the locations. Well, I mean, there wasn't anything really special about them. They're just
you don't really see them too much anyway. I mean, it's pretty fast paced.
Yeah,
like every time you see something.
Well, in the beginning, it cut to multiple cities and really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot where they even were.
It was all Europe.
I know
for
it's
sure,
it was in Europe. London. I remember that. That was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Amsterdam
one part. Yeah.
That was about the middle, and then I can't remember where the last one was. I think it was Don Hogg or something. Don Hogg.
Yeah, your guess is good one.
But that's wherever the world government has their court hearings and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, they were nice. I mean, they all look nice from what you see of them.
Well, they always make those cities look nice, though. That way they can bring tourists in there and get more tourism, and then they bring in more directors and add movies.
I don't think Amsterdam needs a movie to get more tourists. But
plot-wise, I'd have to give it an 8.5, almost a 9.
I'll give it a 7. Plot-wise.
Plot and story-wise, it's tough. For me, anyway. I don't know, I mean, it's really enjoyable, though, so I'd probably give it probably around the 8 area. Just because, like I said, it's not too complex or anything, but it still has the deep parts that make it just not mindless, fun, self-indulgent or whatever.
Yeah. Pacing, I'm gonna give it an 8.
I have to give it like a 7.5.
I enjoyed the pacing of it, so...
But for me, it felt like every time it slowed down, it would slow down too much, almost. But then it'd pick right back up.
Like,
and there's only, maybe 5 or 6 slow spots in the whole movie?
Yeah, like, for me, it was...
2 hours, something like that?
When it slowed down, it didn't slow down for too long for me, so it just picked right back up, so...
There's really only one spot that I felt that it slowed down for too long. It was closer to the end. But like I said, like they're saying, it didn't slow down for too long. Pacing, probably 8.5. Nah, I'd say 9 because just like I said, there's only the one spot that really got me, but it wasn't even that big of a
so not really even a big deal.
Casting, I gotta give it a 10. 10, that hands down casting. That was probably the best casting I've seen in a long time.
I think I actually have to agree on that one. I'm going to go with a 10 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is kind of a first. I normally don't agree with them on stuff like that. But.
I almost want to give it a 9.
Some of the give below a 9, I'm burning you with a goddamn cigarette.
The two main, the 3 main characters, really, if you want to count Gary Oldman. Fantastic. I just felt some of the secondary characters were...
like his wife, like Kincaid's wife, and
no, I think she did a great job.
Yeah, she did.
I just think Ryan Reynolds'
girlfriend
or whatever.
Yeah,
she is kind of lady.
Yeah, I mean she did a great job. I mean, I'm not giving it like an ass score because of her. Just saying like her and just some of the other ones just didn't.
I think the people that she worked for needed to do a better job in the movie.
Then I think the main henchman, I don't know if it ever even says his name. Oh, I think it does say his name at one point.
The assistant director?
No. The main henchman.
Oh, yeah, I don't know his name.
The one that's like chasing them throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if it actually names him.
It does in a phone call, I think.
Oh.
It says so-and-so. We'll find him. I don't remember what his name is.
Oh, yeah.
And if he...
it only mentions his name like twice in the whole movie.
Yeah.
And it's very forgettable, apparently.
Yeah, it's like...
Well, who cares about the henchman?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
if it's God's will for them to die, Ivan or whatever, then we'll find them, and that's like the one time.
I think his name is Ivan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. But his last name, I don't know.
Maybe it's just because you don't see him enough, and that's why I didn't like him as much. But when he was on screen, he just didn't...
He didn't
command it, He didn't. He just was like a...
background character.
Yeah. But he's... Yeah. I mean, he's supposed to be like the head henchman or whatever. And that's just what kind of
the lead enforcer or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Like they put so much faith in him, but at the same time on screen he's not doing anything that.
Well, out of the main cast, I gotta give it a 10.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I focus on. It's just the main cast: Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson, Kincaid's wife, Sam's acting wife or whatever.
Yeah.
And Gary Oldman. Name slips my mind every time.
Like, God. Locations, sets.
Well, it's nothing we've seen before.
Yeah,
we've seen it before, like
Amsterdam.
I mean, Deuce Bigelow, European J-Lo takes place in Amsterdam, so we see that quite a bit.
And
Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay. Pretty much any stoner movie, almost. Much. Euro Trip.
Like I said, they're good, but I think I'd probably give them like a
4.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Just because.
I'll give it a 5.
Yeah, it's just nice, but nothing special.
Yeah, that's why I went midway.
Yeah. If they didn't tell you where they were going to be at, you would just be like, generic city, they're driving on the wrong side of the road, that's got to be somewhere that's not America. That's just basically... Yeah, you might assume Europe is, that is
where of course, the whole thing takes place in Europe, but...
Yeah. But yeah, it was just kind of lackluster in it. Well, I don't even know if it's lackluster, just average.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really pay too much attention to the locations, except for, like, closer to the end, and even then, it's there.
Yeah.
Well, I think the final location, I think, was in Germany. Netherlands. That's where it was, Netherlands.
Yeah.
How would you guys rate it? See it in theaters and then own it, or rent, or stay away from?
As good as it was... I think you could probably, I don't know.
It's something I would watch constantly, but I mean, like I said, I love Samuel L. Jackson. I like Ryan Reynolds.
I would definitely watch it once, but I mean, I feel like you could still get the same feel from it if you just rented it at home. Even though, like I said, it's a great movie.
I think it would be good to watch in theaters. Just my opinion on it, like, it's just really, I liked it a lot, and I think theater experience with the movie is good, and that's one of them that I would recommend it for.
For me, I'd have to say, as much as I liked it, I'd say rent it, because I mean, it's just a good kind of action buddy comedy that's good for every so often. But I mean, I'd say go watch it in theaters and then go rent it, show friends or something who hasn't seen it and wouldn't be able to see it in theaters.
Yeah. I mean, I'd definitely like to watch it again, just to... Yeah, I think the laughs and stuff would still be good a second time around.
Oh yeah, it's definitely good to watch at least one time.
Like I said, rent it at least. See in theaters and rent it so your friends can see it.
When it comes out, if you really like action movies and comedies.
Well, it's definitely a good one.
That's what most people like nowadays. So that's our review for The Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yep.